new last. Oh, hold on. New last video. Okay. 40 minutes. And you know what? Now we fucking do it. I will just. Oh, hold on. Wait some more. Alright, Sa. My knowledge about this topic is a bit rough, not lie. My business is kind of off on the part weapon side, so okay. Alright, let's proceed.
Sa, is Vita Sa? Are Sa and the cocoon of finality
No.
the same? Is Sa from Venus or Mars? Did Sa create
That is a good question. Is Sa from Venus or Mars? I think she from Venus, right? Pretty sure because I'm like fucking translation. Mistake Venus for Mars.
Sky people? Is Sa evil? Then why hot?
True. If evil, then why hot? Oh my fucking god, true.
Look, the Honkai universe is filled with entities that are beyond human comprehension. From talking dollar bills.
What the fuck? What?
Filled with entities that are beyond human comprehension. From talking.
Wait. Bruhh?
Dollar bills and random gods
That's true. That is true. That is true.
That wish to play Go, to giant meatballs that can reset the world.
Fucking
If you
meatball.
look at it from this perspective, a human who got powers from the Sea of Quanta, started absorbing energy until it became an eldritch god, wanted to create their own civilization at the edge of the solar system, and got defeated by her literal clone, her emotions, a flaming burb, and a girl who watch way too much Star Wars, isn't too
way too much Star Wars.
Far-fetched. Welcome. In this video I'm going to explain.
She looks so fucking hot, man.
Explain everything you need to know about Sa, aka Dummy Mommy Eldritch Horror. But before we begin, shout out to Hikaru for finding Chibi Prometheus in the last video.
Purusha.
More than 250 million years ago, Purusha, commonly known as Venus, fought the cocoon of finality, which they called the Abyss. Much like on Earth,
I'm pretty sure they failed, right? I'm pretty sure they failed.
The Honkai on Venus grew stronger as the civilization made scientific breakthroughs. The greatest scientists on Venus, Dr. Norton,
I think Venus is quite more science, more civilized than the previous era. I think so.
Dr. Tyler, Dr. Mara, and Dr. Vita were gathered to come up with a plan. Just like Sue, Vita was also a doctor on Venus. And for everybody who still says that Vita is not a Sue variant, maybe you should visit a doctor.
Bro, Sue, Sa, how? Bro, like, how can they not think that they are the same? They are the same people. Bro, literally is one letter difference. It literally is one letter difference. Read, bro. Literally, Sue and Sa. Like one letter difference.
Yourself and have your eyes checked. One day, the people of Venus acquired an endless energy source from the Sea of Quanta. Vita, the director and leading researcher, proposed to use that energy and link the consciousness of every living person of Purusha to secure humanity's future and defeat the Honkai. Basically, Project Stigma, but instead of merging everyone's minds into a dream, they wanted to do it in a simulation. They called it the Soul System. The plan failed due to the Honkai invading the data space and taking over the system, similar to what the Hersher of Corruption did in the Elysian realm.
I think I forgot this. I think I forgot.
Dr. Norton and Dr. Taylor died, leaving only Dr. Mara and Vita behind. Dr. Mara wanted to leave Purusha and run away from the Honkai, while Vita wished to remain and fight. She wanted to remove the efficiency restrictions of the Soul System and have the energy from the Sea of Quanta overflow and destroy the Honkai. Mara...
Well, how the fuck that work? Wait, what? How? There's energy from the Sea of Quanta overflow and kill the Honkai. How the heck could that work?
Warned her
I think my brain
that
too
the
small
power
for this.
from the Sea of Quanta could bring an entirely new disaster, but Vita did it anyway, resulting in the death of every living person on Purusha.
Bro, she said fuck you, and I did it in a way. Fucking run find out. Literally the biggest fucking run find out ever.
Except for herself. Instead of dying, Vita was blessed by the sea with powers beyond her imagination. This was her first step in becoming Sa. After she realized that there were no survivors,
That literally natural selection.
Vita started the soul system and saw that the human consciousness backups didn't disappear. So, to preserve the people of Purusha, she linked them to an ecological simulation system. The events during the second act of
Wait, what? Wait, shoes? Wait, what? Whoa, hold on.
Chapter 39 happen in that simulation, and all the people we interact with are simulations of the real people who died. This is also when Vita created her cleaners, aka the APHO constructs, to fight the honkai beasts that appear.
I thought that's the I thought that's the Grisio tent creature thing. I forgot. They look exactly the same as the sky people. I forgot that.
Appeared inside the simulation. After Dr. Mara's simulation tried to escape, Vita turned her consciousness into a defense unit capable of commanding the cleaners.
What?
At some point during the same time, Vita
is that Arato? Damn.
Discarded her human name and adopted the name Sa.
And then the clone just steal them anyway. Like legit, I am you now.
After many years, Sa finished constructing a giant spaceship meant to reach the depths of the Sea of Quanta, called the Star Traveler, and set out on a journey to revive the Venusian civilization.
Okay. I didn't know that.
To complete their plan, Sa needed energy. A lot of it. And what better way to farm energy than making the bubble worlds from the Sea of Quanta your nuclear power plants? Sa implemented rules into the bubble worlds through wishes. If the people of a bubble world wished for some...
Yeah, I legit have no idea what the fuck is with me. Like legit, I just give up, my brain just stop working. I just go with it.
Something like, for example, I wish right now that everybody who watches this video will subscribe and hit that like button for more honkai content. Those wishes would become new rules. We've seen this with the Star Rock on Fallen.
Oh yeah. For this, the people wish for like new material or something, right? Like they use coal and then they wish for new material. The Star Rock arrive, but then it destroy the planet, and that would fit into Sa energy thing, and yeah.
The bubble world that Kira and Nigrat visited, where people ran out of resources and wished for a new energy source, and with the Sage of the High Tower and the Underworld in the Salt Snow Holy City. The people of the Holy City wished for a sage that transported the source of the dead.
What is the wish?
The subnormal Stigma 14 was born as the Sage, and the Country of Iron Sand as the Afterlife. The souls in the Country of Iron...
So they literally said, so they wish for a sage, the sage appear as a Sigma, and also that also result in the understand. Hoggers. So that's why we there. I thought that the two bubble universe already exist at the same time, and they would clash each other, but no.
Sun would then in return wish to return to life, so the bubble worlds started merging, resulting in the destruction of both. Sun understood that human nature is self-serving and always leads to destruction, so they waited for these bubble worlds to destroy themselves before taking all the energy which resulted in the process. After a bubble world was destroyed, Mara and her cleaners would, well, clean the world of any energy left. Once a bubble world was completely empty, a new set of humans would appear and Sa would repeat the process. To assist in this process, Sa created multiple proxies. One of those proxies was Vita, who looked exactly like Sa when they were human. Vita's job was to observe...
I mean, they still look exactly the same, except one is very white.
Energy harvest and deal with any interferences. One day, with the help of Mara, Vita awakened her own consciousness and took over...
She awakened her own consciousness? That's literally me when I was 4 years old.
Sa's previous name. At some point, Mara escaped from Sa and took some of the cleaners with her. The Star
She just
Traveler
steal
was
it.
flying on the edge of the solar system for tens of thousands of years, never able to break out of it. The intertidal zones of imaginary internal energy formed a natural
he actually read the
barrier
thing.
that blocked interstellar transit to other worlds. This meant that Sa was stuck here, always hiding from the cocoon of finality. Mara managed to escape through a stargate, freeing herself from Sa and this world. It is very likely that the sky people that we see in APHO are the cleaners that Mara fled with, but more on that in another video.
Okay. But then, like, if we use that theory, then why there's so many of them, right? Like, there shouldn't be that many, though. Should be like around 20 or like 30 of them. Shouldn't be that fucking entire army. Phosphorus.
As time passed, Sa's existence became more inclined towards the Sea of Quanta, turning them into a hot, eldritch horror. Eventually, their physical body reached its limits, forcing them to build a new vessel inside the Sea of Quanta to control all the gathered energy. Sa wanted to surpass the cocoon of finality.
Whoa, surpass! Whoa! Chill, bro! Chill! Don't reach too far, man! Bro, chill! You only 1% of the man. Nah.
Build their own end to the imaginary tree, replacing the cocoon as the entity that governs this world. Sa kept the consciousness of the 12 billion people from Purusha and wanted to find a small planet at the edge of the solar system, far from the cocoon's influence, where they could implant their own rules and revive Purusha. Sa used the energy from the intertidal zones of imaginary internal energy to transform.
You are speaking words that are not either in the Bible and the dictionary. The intertidal zones of imaginary internal energy. What the?
Planet into a place suitable for housing human life. That planet was later named Phosphorus by Proxy Vita. The last thing that Sa needed to do was to find bodies for the 12 billion consciousnesses. And luckily for her, a spaceship from Earth carrying the genomes of humanity.
I wonder what that is.
That was the Ark. Sa ambushed Grisio, put her to sleep, and stole all the genetic.
Oh yeah. He also put out the video about why Yusuo is now a big mommy, right? Not Uwo children anymore. Right, I haven't watched that yet, but you know, could watch it on stream right now after watching this.
Material. After the first batch of new Purushians, Venus people, was born, Sa descended to observe them. By this point, Sa already lost their physical body and could only descend as a projection. As they interacted, Sa noticed that the humans of Phosphorus were a bunch.
Hey, no way, bro! Hey, no way, humans are assholes! No way! She got like the worst gene from Griso's spaceship.
Of assholes and decided to wipe them all
out.
Yep, she's a god alright. Apparently, the people of Purusha were pretty horrible, so she gave up on them. Instead, they decided to cultivate an entirely new set of humans from the genomes on the Ark. To make sure that the new humans would not turn just as rotten, Sa took inspiration from Grisio and decided to separate their colors/emotions. Sa wanted to give authority to these colors and have them lead humanity on the right path. After
no, you are that is, bro, on the right path. I think Sa reset the word for like the nth time already, bro. there's no way everyone that's gonna be perfect.
They were done, Sa tasked Proxy Vita with shaping their appearances, and Vita shaped them after herself because why change perfection? And this is how the small Vitas were born. Sa gave them the authority to summon the artifact, which would flood Phosphorus and kill everyone. Of course, the little Vitas didn't know that, thinking that using the artifact would save the city. In Sa's eyes, if things got so bad that they needed a miracle, the civilization was a failure. After everyone was dead, Sa would create a new batch of humans and the civilization of Phosphorus would start anew. The Phosphorus in the main story is in the 9th cycle.
Wait, that's a goal. Wait, that's it? 9? I thought. Oh wow, that's it. All right.
So, we have a god that keeps resetting a civilization to achieve its goals. Does it sound familiar? Sai and the Cocoon of Finality have more in common than just how they operate. The cycle of death and rebirth is very common in the Chinese culture, so it's no surprise that we see samsaras all over the hoyoverse game.
Nahida? And I have no idea who that is. That is from Honkai 2. And Sakura. Okay.
The character used in Sa's Chinese name reads as Suo, and it can be found in the word Saha or Saha word, which represents a world where life is subject to the cycle of birth and
yo, that's the one of the skill in Hearse of Rebirth. Yo, Saha.
death. Oh, and fun fact, the ruler of the Saha world is Brahma, and Saha is just another name for it. Now, who might I ask is tied with Brahma? Yep, it's Kevin. And Sa has many more references to the Flame Chasers, essentially making Venus a place where Sa took Kevin's place and implemented the equivalent of Project Stigma, but ended up making things much worse.
Okay. Downfall.
It is no secret that Sa was afraid of the Cocoon of Finality. It seldom
I mean, no shit, bro. She got one shot by a pew from Kiana. Like, bruh.
dared to explore the borders of Earth and Mars to avoid detection, only dabbling with some of the bubble worlds near Earth. After ascending to a higher plane, Su could observe the entire solar system, albeit gradually as he was adjusting to his new power. He noticed Sa a long time ago, but chose to not take any action because the Cocoon of Finality was a far greater threat.
What was that in the current era? Because I remember during the previous era, Su does encounter Sa, but then he almost got control over. So yeah, that's that. I don't know that. Oh, okay.
Interestingly enough, Sa was aware of Su all along, but chose to ignore him because they didn't consider him a threat. After the
a threat for now.
Cocoon of Finality was dealt with, Su put in motion a plan to bring down Sa. He teleported Fu Hua to Phosphorus as a projection to save Grisio and confront Sa. Because Su is not part of this world anymore, his only connections here remained through the people he interacted with, which are Fu Hua, Senti, and Durandal. And before you say that Su never interacted with Senti, keep in mind that Senti was born in Fu Hua's body, so there was a connection between them there. Fu Hua, together with
that is so stupid. That is so stupid.
Vita, the small Vitas, and even Mistalin, who was guided there by Su as well, fought against Sa, stalling them enough so that Kiana was able to snipe them with the power of finality, destroying all of Sa's roots in the proper world. But even so, Sa wasn't really dead. The majority of Sa's body was still in the Sea of Quanta, but they were severely weakened, needing tens of thousands of years before they could come back. Su's plan was a success. But wait, there's more. While everything else was going on, Vita put her own skill in motion.
Now this is the part where it's gonna get very confused for me, So from I remember, Vita come in, steal apparently the eye of Buddhi from Sa. That's happened what that is. And then apparently Sa died then? I don't know.
She snuck up on Sa's remains in the Sea of Quanta and took her authority and eyes of body. Those are the same eyes that Su possessed, allowing Vita to be omniscient. This means that now she knows basically everything. And yes, that includes what you do every night looking at her fan art.
Bro, her fan art? Man, that one part of Vita, man. Holy shit. If you know, you know.
Completely dead? Technically, no. Sai is still in the Sea of Quanta, but they are kinda trapped there without knowing what's going on the proper world, not to mention that they are weakened after Kiana blasted them across the...
With pew, bro. That is how strong Kiana is, bro. That is a 1% of Kiana power then.
The solar system. Sa was an interesting enemy because unlike the Cocoon of Finality, we see them gradually becoming a god. As they kept discarding their
Expose God.
humanity, they started thinking more and more like a computer, always choosing the most optimal solutions, to the point where even Moriarty mocked them for being extremely predictable. And the irony hits even harder when you realize that Sa was defeated by her humanity. The 7 small Vitas were the embodiments of her emotions and virtues, and Proxy Vita was implied to be subconsciously created by Sa to preserve her humanity. And you can say that Vita is more human than anybody during this story. She is unpredictable, always chasing her own interests, self-centered, and acts on a whim. She doesn't have any lofty ambitions to become a god, she just wants to be free. Honkai Impact 3rd was always a game about humanity breaking free from the shackles of destiny. And destiny was always portrayed as some kind of higher being manipulating the fate of mortals. But in the end, humanity's perseverance always comes out on top, breaking the shackles and freeing themselves from their fate. Vita and Sa are the perfect representation of what the Honkai series is all about, and this is why their story was so interesting to watch. I was born because of God, and God died because of me.
That is the quote. That is indeed a quote. Yeah, that's the crystal grove there. Oh man, I haven't watched it yet. I think we're gonna watch that a bit later.